since I haven't made one in a while. I don't know if you can see them, but all those little black specks are birds. They're sage grouse. Just listen for a second. Alright, so I thought I'd show you guys what I've been doing, since it's kind of hard to explain in just words. But what I've been doing is I go out, I hike out. This is one of the easier ones. This is only half a mile from a road. I hike out to these places called legs. And it's basically where the male birds, the male sage grouse, go dancing to show off to the ladies, to the hens. And this particular one's pretty big. Not as big as it normally is. There's not as many birds out today. I'm whispering because they're very sensitive to noise. They don't mind me walking up, but as soon as I start making a lot of noise, they'll hunker down. As you can see, it's very cold right now. I'm wearing 2 jackets, and it's probably in the 20s right now. It's very cold. Thankfully, it's not very cloudy, and the snow's all melted, except maybe some of the stuff behind me. I think I just got a little too loud. There they go, yeah. But yeah, I've been doing this for a month and some change. We only do this every few days of the week, not every day. The rest of the week, I'm just looking for birds, the females that we put collars on, to see where they're going and what they're doing and when they nest. In fact, I found the first one back not too far from here. She had 2 eggs already. She might actually be out here right now. The females are a lot harder to see. But she might have more eggs. I'm going to check on her tomorrow. So, yeah, it's a beautiful morning though. Not as cold as it's been. The sun's starting to rise over there. Yeah, just gorgeous. So I'll leave you guys with the sounds of blooping sage grouse. That's what I call it. I call them bloopers. Beautiful, isn't it? That's Hart Mountain. Part of it. Hart Mountain's huge. So now I'm going to show you what I'm doing later in the day. So I have here a telemetry receiver, and let me gather up my antenna. Hard to do one-handed. And I'm trying to hunt for this bird. 405. It's off somewhere over here. Hear that beep? Oh, sorry if I was too close. Hear that? That's her. So she's somewhere in that area, I'm guessing. Which is going to be kind of a walk, because this valley's a lot bigger than it looks. I'm happy to say though, my trained eyes know how wide it is. But yeah, the junipers kind of trick you if you're from Texas, because you're used to the junipers being smaller. But here the junipers are huge. There's some behind me, some younger ones. But it's a beautiful morning. So my last video, I was making around 6:30. Now it's almost 9 o'clock. It's still fairly cold, hence the winter hat. When I jumped out of the truck, it was 29 degrees, and It's probably going to get up into the high 40s, low 50s today. But I'm out chasing birds in telemetry. They want us to actually like find the birds and then write down where we found them and their disposition. They're all alive. But just so we know exactly where they are, 405, who's out here somewhere, she's been hanging out with 466. 405 is the frequency number. Their frequency is megahertz, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, megahertz. So it's 168.405 megahertz. That's the frequency that she's on. And all of our birds are on that 168. So they're measured down to thousands. So this is probably the more fun work, in my opinion, being able to hike out and look at different portions of the refuge. You know, I regret that I'm going to be leaving it in some ways, but in other ways, you know, it's time for me to make a change, a lot of changes in my life. You know, this is fun work, but I need to start thinking more about my son, think more about financial security, because these are seasonal positions. So, you know, I'll enjoy it while I can, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos while I make them. That was probably not the safest thing I did today, but you know, most of the way up the mountain, I'm still searching for that same bird. And last, I was somewhere over there, way over there. It's been about 4 miles. It sounded like it was right there, but she's somewhere that way. So yeah, that's my work. A lot of people are like, oh, it's so fun, you're living my dream. Quite frankly, sometimes your dream sucks. Because that, you don't see it, but when it's melted, I've seen pictures of the area melted, is a sheer cliff down there. I'm just lucky there's this giant snowdrift in the way. So hopefully I will find the bird soon. And then if you look over here somewhere, can't see it on here personally, but you might see it. There's a road. I'm just going to catch the road and walk back to my truck. I'm not going over this terrain again if I can help it. Mondays. Gotta love them. Beautiful view though. So, finally got her. She was right where I'm standing right now. You can see. Man, that was a heck of a hike. It's going to be a long hike back, but thankfully there's that road over there. But finally, I think it's been a month now. We've been looking for this bird, and I finally found her way up here. In another half hour, I'd be on top of the mountain, which would be cool, but I'm not up for it right now. It was a long hike. Maybe if I started down there, but not way over there. So I'm gonna drink some water, head down to where there's some hot springs over there. In fact, you can see kind of where there's a crossroads down there. That's the hot springs. And looks like nobody's there. And I'm just gonna trudge my way back on the road. Hopefully it won't be nearly as bad. So that'll be it for today, guys. I just thought I'd give you kind of an idea of what I'm doing on my day-to-day, and this is about it. Not the most exciting stuff. It's interesting, I think, but a little bit, it's getting to a point where it's a little bit more for younger people than me. I know I'm 29, but I've been doing this for a while now, and my knees are starting to go, and I just find it tires me out a lot quicker than it used to. So, way she goes, I guess. Have a good day, guys. I love you all. Have a good week.